Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm that random gamer. We're back here. It's our third and final mock draft 2 days before the actual NFL first round draft. I'm here at my boy House of Stats. He's been here the whole series. Subscribe to his channel. The link will be in the description. You already know what to do, and I just want to get into this, man. It's our last mock draft. Let's make it a banger. You all have been showing so much support, views, subscribers, everything. Keep it up, y'all. You're helping me out a lot. Let's get right into it. You ready?
Yeah, let's
Alright, so
do
this is
it.
how it's gonna work. I'm gonna have all the odd picks. House of Stats is gonna have all the even picks. We each get 15 seconds tops or somewhere around that. If we disagree, we can get 15 seconds as a rebuttal, else we can just agree and move on. And we do have a key trade in here, and we will explain that as well. Alright,
Yes.
and I'm gonna start now. Pick one, it's quite obvious. The Jaguars need Trevor Lawrence, you need to build around him. He's a generational talent.
Pick two, quite obvious as well. Okay, I just want to say something in my 15 seconds. I really, really think Zach Wilson's overrated, but it is what it is.
This is a pivot point in the draft. I think I'm still gonna say that Mac Jones is a smoke screen. I think it's actually gonna be. I think
No, the
Mac Jones is a
49 it's
smoke
not it's
screen.
not Justin Fields. It will not be Justin Fields.
It's not
The
Justin
49ers
Fields. It's
the
Trey Lance.
49ers
Or
have already said Trey Lance or Mac Jones.
that's true.
So,
It's Trey Lance or Mac Jones.
yeah, and Trey Lance was actually 52nd on the thing yesterday, but today he went up like 40 points in the draft stock. So let's go with Trey
I
Lance.
think it's Trey Lance. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, pick number four. It's Kyle Pitts. Obviously, they
Yeah,
have
I go Kyle
this
Pitts as
time.
well.
I'm gonna be sure here. It is Hayden Hayden Hurst, not Hayden
What?
Rudolph.
You said
Right?
Hayden
So
Rudolph last time.
yeah, I
Right,
know, I
yeah.
know. This
The
time
12
it is
personnel with
Kyle
Arthur
Pitts.
Smith's offense is going to benefit Atlanta a lot, especially with Kyle Pitts. Yeah, he's the
Yeah,
pick. All right, Cincinnati, it's quite obvious. It's not going to be Slater. I think it's back to Penei Sewell. Slater's stock had risen for a while, but I think it's going to be Sewell. No matter what Joe Burrow says about Jamar Chase, you have to protect him, no matter if Joe Burrow wants
Joe
to.
Burrow doesn't want Jamar Chase. Like
But he's
you have to
advocating for
understand
him.
that, bro. Now, we got the Dolphins here. This is a pretty much a no-brainer. It's one of these guys: Jamar Chase, Devonta Smith, Jalen Waddle. So I believe that they're going to end up going with Jalen Waddle here.
What? No,
Jalen
no,
Waddle,
no,
or I mean,
no.
sorry, Jalen Waddle or Jamar Chase.
It's
So
Jamar Chase for sure.
yeah,
Jamar
they
Chase
need
is
a
the most
physical
talented.
wide receiver.
Yeah, I
They
was
don't
about
need
to
a
say.
speed
All
stuff.
right, number seven. Sorry, not Miami, Detroit. You can go multiple ways. You can take a quarterback to rebuild with, but Trey Lance is gone and Justin Fields is there. I'm
They've
not sure.
already spent a large sum of
I
money
think
on
you need to
Goff.
build. Yeah, I agree. I think you need to build around Jared Goff, especially when you lose Kenny Galladay. You take Devontae Smith, Heisman Trophy winner. You don't need a linebacker like as much as.
Okay, Patriots. This one we actually had a trade for this with the Panthers, and we both think cumulatively that it's going to end up being Justin Fields because I mean Justin Fields he's not expected to drop this far into the draft, but after the statements that were made by the San Francisco
Yeah.
49ers, it's pretty
And also
obvious.
think about this. They had to go
Yeah,
in front of Denver to make this trade because Denver was also in the sweepstakes for Fields. And Ian Rappaport said New England is going to try and make a trade into the
and
top 10.
and yeah, and in case you haven't checked this out, this will also be in the description on the House of Stats Instagram. We actually had an exclusive news leak. Kyle Shanahan said that he did not like any. He liked all five of the quarterbacks, but the ones that appealed to him the most were Mac Jones and Trey Lance. So it's going to be Justin
Yeah.
Fields here.
Yeah, it's going to have to be Fields. All right, number 9. With Denver, now that your QB is gone with the New England trade, honestly, you're not going to get Mac Jones. That's not worth it for Denver. If we're going to be very realistic here, Mac Jones is not going to go to Denver. Neither is Come on. Let's not joke around here. I think it's quite obvious it has to be Micah Parsons. You need a linebacker for that defense. He's going to be
Okay,
the first.
okay, okay. Yeah, I just have a 15-second rebuttal here. I feel like it could also be Jalen Waddle, to be honest, because they did say that they were trying to get rid of
I
at least
get
one of
it.
their wide receivers. Because I mean, they already have Bradley Chubb and they have Von Miller. So
But like those are edge rushers, not really linebackers. Micah
yeah,
Parsons is
that's the
more of a
point.
run stopper, pass coverage guy. He's like a very talented guy. I'd go with Parsons. All right, number 10, your pick.
Yeah, Cowboys. There were statements that said that the Cowboys might actually trade away Amari Cooper in this draft and try to trade up. I personally think that those rumors are fake. They were trying to get Kyle Pitts,
Okay.
but they did not exactly want to, despite all the interest. I feel like they might either go Slater or Waddle, but we're gonna go with Waddle.
No, I completely disagree. You already have a
Really?
trio of receivers. I think you need defensive help. Patrick Surtain is the most logical spot here.
True. That's
Look at
actually
their
true because
cornerback. This is one of the
You
four.
lost Byron Jones already.
Exactly. You
Oh,
need
yeah.
help.
And another thing that I just want to point out here, Mac Jones's draft stock went from like this to this.
Oh, I think he's falling in this draft, and I'll tell you who he's falling to later. But let's take Patrick
Yeah.
Surtain here for sure. Okay,
To
number
pick
11. My pick, New
Giants.
York. Even though you have Kenny Golladay, this is Daniel Jones's third year. It's a critical year. It's a big jump. As much
You
as
do
you,
also realize that they did not only sign Kenny Golladay, they also signed John Ross and a few other wide
for
receivers as
John
well.
Ross is, I know, but you need that final explosive element that will get you over the top. Help your quarterback as much. Quite frankly, Rashawn Slater is not as important as Jalen Waddle, as explosive. Think about it. Saquon, Waddle, Golladay, Evan Ingram, although he sucks and he drops catches, he's still decent. I wouldn't say he's good. I wouldn't say he's
Okay, now
bad.
Rashawn Slater, man's less explosive than me, so let's not go around comparing him to Waddle now.
All right, Eagles, you
But
also need a cornerback.
yeah, Eagles, you need a cornerback. So, but just hear me out here. You could also go with safety and possibly convert. And they did also say that they wanted to bring in competition for Hurts. They might end up going with Mac Jones, but in this situation, you're gonna have to go with J.C. Horn
I agree
or
completely with you. That's a
yeah,
great pick.
J.C. Horn or another cornerback. It depends how the draft goes.
I
If
think it would be
let's
Horn.
say, yeah, if the Patriots do not trade and Justin Fields falls even lower, you go with him. But if not, the optimal pick is J.C. Horn.
Yeah, I think J.C. Horn. Chargers, you can go two directions. You either help Justin Herbert with Rashawn Slater falling. You can basically solidify the offense to a whole nother level in terms of pass protection, or you can fill in a need with the aging secondary. Take a look at the cornerbacks quickly for me, if you don't mind. The first
Yeah, but
cornerback,
but
it's
but they did lose one of their safeties this year. They lost Cameron Hayward, I'm pretty sure it was.
Cameron
I think
Hayward's
that they
not a
might have.
safety. Or you mean Casey Hayward? He's a
Yeah,
cornerback.
yeah, sorry, my bad. Casey, they lost secondary. So let's take a look at the cornerbacks here.
Yeah.
You
Caleb
have Caleb
Farley. I think
Farley,
you say
Greg
Caleb
Newsom,
Farley.
and Asante Samuel.
Caleb Farley, although he's been hurt, it's him probably.
Yeah.
Minnesota, it's
Then you have
either
the Vikings.
yeah.
That's my pick here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end up going with Christian Barmore.
I was also gonna say that. It's either him or Jalen Phillips,
Cause
but I think
yeah,
Barnes
no, but they already traded away. What's his name? They traded away Jonathan Walker
Ngakwe, exactly.
in in like 2 weeks. So
Yeah, you do need that pressure. All right, interior pressure. So Carolina, my pick. Now that you got Darnold and you traded down, I think it shows your commitment to him. Show that commitment even further by taking an all-rounded offensive lineman. Rashawn Slater is the pick here.
now the Cardinals. I know that this is really dumb, but I have them taking a wide receiver.
I see where you're going, considering that AJ Green is old and Larry Fitzgerald is old. But in terms of more pressing needs, there was a mock draft from an NFL analyst that said they take a running back. I don't think that's true. Quite
Yeah, I mean,
frankly,
I have a very controversial pick coming up later, and
yeah.
I will
Also,
be
y'all check out
clowned for
his
this.
video. He's gonna release his own mock draft
Yeah,
for his
I'm
channel.
dropping my own mock draft as well. Check that out. But yeah, like we said, I think that they might actually end up taking Darisaw. But what do you think?
Tackle, I would. It's either a receiver for sure that is among their pressing needs in terms of the future, or you take
Yeah,
a
I mean,
safe, or
they
you take
really
someone in
needed a tight
second.
end. They needed a tight end, but
Yeah,
they're not going to get one.
yeah. This draft class tight end is not good. Except for Pitts, like there's always that one good tight end, and it's a huge fall. So I don't think they would take one here. Yeah, you're either getting offensive lineman or cornerback at this point.
Yeah,
So yeah,
but
if you think
considering how we selected cornerbacks earlier, I think they're going to go with Darisaw.
yeah, reasonable enough. Okay,
Raiders.
Las Vegas, it's all defense for y'all. You need a safety. You need Trevon Moehrig. I mean, it was just horrible. It was a nightmare.
Okay, Dolphins. This is my pick. I'm gonna say that you further captivate on this draft. You further go and help Tua and get Rashad Bateman. Like I know this defense. Like hear me out. Next year, I think that the best defense in the league will be the Buccaneers, followed by the Browns. But after that, it will definitely be this Dolphins defense.
But this is where I disagree, and I'll make this quick. Think about it. You already have Will Fuller, Devontae Parker, and Bateman. Or I mean, sorry, my bad. That's who you're saying.
Will
I'm
Fuller
saying
has
you
never
have
made
to-
it through an NFL season. He has never played all
Okay,
16 games.
but like
in an
he's
NFL season.
talented, right? You got 3 talented receivers. No matter how long Will Fuller's in there, you still have at least 2 talented receivers. If you want to take your team one step further, you need to solidify an already good defense because that defense had a bunch of no-name players coming up big in the linebacker core. Your linebackers are your weak.
No, I feel that the linebackers are actually fine. And honestly, I would go with the cornerback, but I mean, a linebacker, that's not too bad
It's
of a
either
pick.
linebacker or defensive lineman, I think, if
Yeah.
you're here.
Yeah.
I
So
think
let's
it's
go with
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah Osu Koromoa Boa Boa Boa.
Oh,
Okay, Washington football team, QB. I think that they were going to take Mac Jones. So do
yeah.
you. Let's
Yeah,
go
it's
with
my
him.
pick. I think it's Mac Jones. You're right. All right, your pick.
Bears. This team is trash. I'm going to say that. Mac Jones was just taken in my mock draft. I actually have Chicago swapping. I mean, I have Washington going up. I have them trading up actually, and Mac Jones falling to Chicago. But in this scenario, you have to take a cornerback.
Chicago taking a cornerback, or
I
would
mean, sorry, my bad. You have to take a tackle or an offensive lineman or something to help that offense.
either a
But
tackle
honestly,
or you can get Rashad Bateman. Think about it. Robinson's
yeah,
gonna go away. I mean, I would take Bateman. Yeah.
yeah. Now that
That's
I
a-
think about it, yeah. Now that I
Yeah.
think
Now
about
you're an
it,
Indy. You do need a left tackle. Elijah Vera Tucker is perfect for the 21st pick. You can fill your retired left tackle. I think it's like Anthony.
Okay,
something.
Titans.
Yeah.
Now, I know that Derrick Henry's a beast, but no running back can be good without a good offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Last year, the Browns got 2 offensive linemen in a trade with the Titans. Then this year they lost 1 more. Right? They need somebody. Last year, 2 years, they tried to get Andrew, what was his name? Andrew Walker or something.
Whitworth?
He's no, the guy from.
I don't know who you're talking about.
He's some guy from UGA. He went to the Giants, then he came to the Titans, and now he's arrested on drug charges. So you're gonna go with Walker Little.
Okay,
The
you
guy
can go
from
2
UGA,
directions.
it's like Andrew Williams or something like that. I forgot his name.
Yeah, I agree with your pick. You could have also gone maybe edge rusher with Kwity Paye, but maybe not. The Jets, I think you have to take a running back here, and that would be Travis Etienne, like a versatile running back to pair with Zach Wilson.
Okay, here's my rebuttal. You only have 1 good cornerback. You already know that this is a rebuild year. You have many.
You're right.
good-
You're right about that. You can take your running back in the second round at the beginning.
Yeah,
You have the
because
second pick.
like there's still tons of running backs in this class, and they definitely have a pick. They have an early pick in the second round. If I'm not, they have the second pick in the second round. They can definitely snag one there.
I think
they're
you
gonna
make a
go Greg Newsome.
surprise here, and you take Kwity Paye. This is a huge surprise, but I think you should take an edge rusher.
Yeah, I'm not that big of a fan of this because I want him to fall to go to the Browns.
But y'all have 2 great edge rushers, Clowney and Garrett. Y'all don't even need it.
Yeah,
Last
and
mock
then
draft,
convert him to-
Clowney wasn't with the Browns.
Yeah, that is true. I
But
forgot
yeah,
about
I think it's
that.
Kwity Paye to the Jets in a surprise. No one is saying that.
Steelers. This is my pick. I literally I had to convince random to give me this pick because they will be taking none other than Najee Harris.
Whoa. You know, that makes so much sense now that I think about it. He's like the perfect Steeler running back, a big, bulky guy. That reminds me of big Jerome Bettis and stuff like that. He would actually fit that perfectly.
They will take Najee Harris.
Okay, interesting. Jacksonville, now that you already got your offense, you probably want someone in the secondary, either a cornerback or a safety. Can you go to the safety positions? If there's no good safety, you're probably taking a cornerback. Yeah, I don't like the safeties.
They could get that easily in the second round.
You're taking a cornerback. probably. At this
They
point, you'll
I
take
think that they're gonna
Greg
go with
Newsom.
Greg Newsom.
Yeah, I'd go with him too.
And now that it comes to the Browns, right? Depending on who falls, obviously they have OF, right? They could convert him to tackle or something like that. But I think they're gonna go with Asante Samuel.
Yeah, I think Cleveland, you might, yeah, I would say somewhat, yeah. You either want defensive lineman or that. So yeah. Baltimore at 27, this is their first pick out of their two first round picks. I think you right now are gonna want the receiver and then take maybe a tackle later on. Or do you take the
Yeah,
tackle
honestly,
now?
if you
Take a
think
look at
about
the tackle.
tackle, if you
Look at
think
the
about
tackle.
tackle,
You
I,
got I think one of those tackles can fall to you. I would take personally Terrence Marshall, not
dang,
Elijah Moore. It's either Moore or Marshall. Help me out. Would you think it's Moore or
I
Marshall?
think that it's Marshall as well. He just has a lot more experience, if
He's
you
more
understand what
physical,
I mean.
yeah. Baltimore only has skinny, small receivers. You need a physical guy.
Okay,
This is an obvious,
now
in my opinion.
who are you gonna go with?
If since it's your pick, I'll let you decide at the end. But I think it's a cornerback, Asante Samuel Jr. You need an opposite
But
cornerback.
Asante Samuel got taken by the Browns.
Oh yeah, what am I saying? Not he's gone. So if
And
he's
that D line,
gone,
honestly, they could take an edge rusher because they lost Trey Hendrickson. But
you could take edge rusher or linebacker or cornerback. It's all
I
three.
mean, they do need a wide receiver. Because I'm sorry, but Michael Thomas sucks.
He was just injured this year, but like you don't have a
I know
good
that he was
receiver two
injured, but
anymore.
he's bad. He's
It's
not good.
probably Elijah Moore if I'm gonna now that the cornerbacks also
Yeah,
drop.
I mean, there's also Rondell Moore
But
as
he's
well.
small. You want like a physical receiver,
Yeah, that's not
probably
the only
for
thing
wide
that's
receiver
small with
two.
him, but there's many other things. But yeah, the Packers.
You need Rodgers to have help. It's probably Rondale Moore or Cardarius Tony, but probably Rondale Moore. The Bills, it's interesting. I still think you need an edge rusher, and I'm probably gonna go with Jason Owa.
Here, you just lost Orlando Brown. I know that you're
Yeah,
going to sign Andrew Villanueva, but you still need to beef it
yeah.
up even
Take
more.
Tevin
Let's go
Jenkins.
with Tevin Jenkins.
All right, finally your pick.
Okay, this team, it's very hard to pick someone because the defense is phenomenal. It has no, you don't even need to fill anywhere, right? Honestly, I think that the Buccaneers might as well trade this pick because,
You're
like,
either trading it, but we're just gonna say they stay here, and if they're staying here, you take a quarterback that you can develop, and the benefit of that is that you have a 5th-year option, and it gives you an extra year on that rookie contract. Because Tom Brady's gonna stay for 2 to 3 years, and we keep on saying that. We said that like 5 years ago, probably 2 or 3 years. He's proven us wrong, but let's be real and watch me get proven wrong again. But I think he's out of the league in 2 3 years. At some point, he's gonna retire.
okay,
That
I
means
don't know if you
the
guys know this. I am a huge Tom Brady fan, but still, I agree here. I think that they're either gonna go um Newman or Mond. I know that it's a bit of a stretch, but
That's a
I feel like they're
stretch.
gonna
If
go
you want
Newman
to
or
go
Mond.
Mond or Newman, you can take them second round. What I've heard,
That's
according to
that's
league
also very true.
sources, it could be the two QBs that a lot of people are high on. Well, the one QB that people are saying are underrated is Davis Mills. They say he has a lot of smart football in him. But quite frankly, I think Trask would be the better option. But I think the Bucks take Davis Mills just because he has a lot of.
Yeah, and also if you didn't know, Random said that he has NFL sources. Yeah, that's not the yeah, he's affiliated with the Falcons officially. You know, he studies them all day long.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
sir.
We're gonna take Kyle Trask.
ATL.
We're gonna close out this
All right,
draft.
let's grade this
Oh
draft. Ooh,
wow.
nice start. We got a B minus on Jamar Chase. The trade is ungraded. A plus, B plus, B plus, A minus, A plus, B A plus. Oh wow, we got a really good draft. I am pleased with this draft for sure. Look at the grades, y'all. These grades are actually pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's
Those
see
are
where
some
we
good.
actually come up on the leaderboard actually. We
Yeah.
might actually be ranked.
Dude, we actually had a really solid draft. But y'all, that I'm gonna end the video right there. Quick mock draft, but it's our final one. Please smack the like button. Please subscribe. Y'all know I'd appreciate it. I am so hyped for my Falcons and the rest of y'all's teams on the draft day. Let me know in the
Yeah.
comments how many.
Obviously, the Falcons are probably going to end up choking the pick too, but we're not going to talk about
All
that.
right, don't give me PTSD on that. But yeah, y'all just let me know what you think about the picks. Come back on draft night. Come back and comment how much I got right. And huge video coming out tomorrow on my giveaway. But other than that, subscribe to House of Stats.
Yeah.
And I'm going to
Yeah.
see y'all on the next one. Deuces.